Here's a list of jobs that men should not do, especially grown-ass men, okay? For one, McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's. Matter of fact, any fast food restaurant, if you think that you're a grown-ass man working in a fast food restaurant is okay, something is wrong with you. Leave those jobs to the teenagers. My nephew can't even get a job right now because there's some grown-ass man in his goddamn 40s flipping my goddamn burger. Okay? Let it go. Leave it alone. That job is not for you. Anything in retail, okay? I don't want to see no grown-ass man handing me a dress, okay? Why are you a grown-ass man working at Ross? That makes absolutely no sense, okay? Target, Marshalls, like, guys, give it up. Leave these jobs to the kids. Leave these jobs to the teenagers. But once you're a grown-ass man, you do not need to be working in any fast food restaurant or any retail restaurant. And for you high-value men that think that it's high value to work for the city, let me tell you something. You're absolutely wrong, all right? No police officers, no firefighters, no construction workers, no mailmen, no post office. If you consider that a high value man, you're absolutely wrong, okay? There's nothing high value about making $70,000 a year.
In this video, exploring why women are crying over men and why men don't want to give them the ring. Come on, guys. We know how important the ring is when it comes to women, bro. Yo, it's the shit they've been dreaming about since they were a little girl, bro. And we already know this. An overall dream of a woman is to finally find a good man, get the ring, and get children. That's it, bro. So what happens when she's not getting the ring? Well, we're gonna find out. Alright? Without further ado, click the like button, subscribe, and let's go.
I hate to cuss like this, but it's the only way I could get the message across, okay? Men who want to fuck you have no action behind their words. They say shit like, I want to see you, I'm thinking about you. No action behind them. They just talking because it's easy and it's free, right? Men who want to fuck with you send you flowers and then they ask you if you're available at 7 for dinner. It's a very big difference. Men who really are interested in you apply pressure or they don't pretend. Okay? Men who are just talking and telling you all the time they think about you and they want to see you and, oh, let's just be together. Talk. You're just talking. You're annoying. Okay? It's a very big difference. When a man wants to really deal with you, he puts pressure on you. He won't let you slip through his fingers. So anything less is you accepting less. Better to wait for something real.
Yeah, on this first video, you make a point, but you know what the problem is? Women don't end up liking the men that want to fuck with her, bro. You know what I'm saying, right? Like, no matter what a guy's doing, he could be bringing you a flower, giving you the princess treatment. He could be doing everything right. At the end of the day, bro, they just take that shit for granted. We already know. They start messing with the other type of dudes, the dudes that just want to fuck them. You know what I'm saying, right? So this woman here got it completely the opposite. I know right now she's complaining about how the men that just want to fuck them are just talking and then they only desire the other kind of men. But in reality, we already know how this shit goes, bro. They could have everything in the world. That man could be giving them everything they ever desired. At the end of the day, they're still going to be messing around with a dude that just want to fuck them and use them and dump them. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how it works. I don't know why she would get it backwards. But in reality, modern times, this is how the world operates. Trust me. And the men out there who know what I'm talking about, because they've done this. They've given her the flowers, they've given her the ring, they've given her the princess treatment, they've given her everything she ever desired. At the end, they're gonna tell you she still did them dirty, and there's no bullshit, bro. We're not hating on women, but we're just speaking facts. It's true, right? So she's sitting here right now, she's trying to criticize the man, the other kind of man who just want to fuck her, who are always telling her this and that. But at the end of the day, your breed always ends up choosing this type of other men anyways, regardless. So I don't know why you're talking, right? So the men out there, man, don't listen to her bullshit, don't listen to her nonsense, because we already know, we already see it coming. You could give her everything, you could give her the world and the planets, yeah, she's still gonna be out there messing with them stars and all that, you know what I'm saying? But that's how it is. Can't do anything about that. But you see, you all like getting that treatment, that princess treatment. You like when a man is courting you, you tell us you like this gentleman. You want a gentleman in your life. You want a man that takes care of you and does all this bunch of bullshit. But at the end, you still end up disrespecting him regardless. So it shows that no matter what he's doing or what he does for you, it doesn't matter. You know, y'all are some selfish ass breed, and you're still sitting here trying to talk down on these other type of men. But we already know these are the type of men you really want. These are the type of men you really be messing with. You be entertaining this type of energy, so how can you tell me you want this kind of man? Because you guys are getting this kind of man. I guarantee you, bro, this girl, she's had this kind of man out here, you know, but it just happens she's just not attracted to them, you know. And usually that's how it ends up being, right? The men that are always doing too much, bringing the flowers, doing this for her, doing that, at the end she ends up losing attraction for him, you know. And she likes to be treated like shit, so she ends up with these other toxic ass guys who just want to use them, and they fill their head with the dreams, selling them dreams, and they just leave them, you know what I'm saying? So
is it actually true that every girl has a guy that she talks to every single day that is not her boyfriend?
So my guy, this is actually true, you know. It's actually guys. I think you forgot the plural in here, you know. And it is accurate. And no matter if she's dating or what, she's still going to be messing with him. Yes, even if she still has a man, she'll still entertain other men out there, bro, no matter what, you know. Even if it's during her work, school, whatever, even if she's thinking it's the most innocent thing out there, like she's not doing anything wrong by answering a question, or you know what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, even if you're still talking to guys out there, you're still entertaining them in some way or another, right? So only other guy outside of your man that you should really be talking to or having more than 30-second conversations with should be actually some person in your life that is in a form of authority, right? So like, for example, this could be like your teacher, you know, your it could be like a police officer. It could be any man out there with power that's not really trying to trace any form of intimate intentions from her and all that, then yeah, you know what I'm saying. So, but other than that, if she's out there, she's in class, she's talking to the boy beside her, or the boy beside her is talking to her, or whatever, however it may be, bro, it essentially is some form of disrespect, because at the end of the day, you are in a relationship, so you should definitely respect that. And this goes on not just for regular girls, also like married women, bro. A lot of women will not say that they're married. You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll be talking in conversations, bro, and that guy would automatically be hitting on them, but they won't even say anything. They won't even show the ring finger, bro. They're just gonna hide that thing under the table, and they're gonna keep entertaining this conversation. Like, at least if you want to politely let him know that you are married or whatever, at least display that finger. Like, at least show it up. I don't know, rub your hair so they see that big ass ring, bro. Like, because guys out here, bro, they they try to shoot their shot with anything, you know what I'm saying? But the problem is women still entertain them, you know, they let them do this shit. So like I mentioned, other guys who you should only be talking to should be like her manager, her police, maybe police officer or whatever, or maybe like her teacher, or that's her father, brother. Oh, these are the only type of guys, bro. Outside of that, bro, there shouldn't be any reason why she's talking to other guys, you know. There shouldn't be any reason why she has their contact information, blah blah blah. Oh, he's my schoolmate. Oh, we're doing a project. Oh, blah blah. Yeah, cut me that bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Like, you guys know what you're doing, 100%. You know what you're doing deep down. So don't even try to brainwash yourself, and don't even try to brainwash me, because I already know.
Women really don't care about a man's struggles. They wait for the winners. It's why we see women leave relationships 7 or 8 times out of 10. And it's not because he's a winner. It's not because he's chasing excellence and accomplishing great things in his life. It's usually because things aren't working out for him.
So this next one, yeah, women do seek a man that's a finished product. So if you're struggling hard right now, just stay at your lane, man. Why are you even gonna stress yourself out more with dating regardless? Like, you know you're not there yet. You know you can't provide everything she fantasizes about, everything she wants. You know you already have a hard hurdle to overcome here, but why are you trying to add more obstacles, bro? You know, so like, if you're grinding, you're on your path, bro, stay with that grind, keep going, and then later on you'll have plenty of time to date plenty of women in the world. You know, they're still gonna always be there. I don't know why guys always feel like that feeling of missing out. They feel like, yo, if I ain't going out today, if I don't talk to her, if I don't, you know, try to sleep with her, like, it's the end of the world. Like, no, it ain't, bro. There's a lot of women, and you have plenty of time later on to entertain them all you want. Right now, just focus on your life. If especially you're on your grind, you have a plan, you have a path, you know, you're working towards your goal. Yeah, why you need this other distraction regardless? It's just gonna give you headaches. Like, just think about it, bro. Like, if you're working Let's say you don't have enough money, but you're just barely making by, and you're working 6 jobs or whatever, and to pay rent, to pay this and that. And now you get yourself a girlfriend. Guess what? She want to go eat out. She want to go do this. She want to go do that. Now you're wasting even more money, which you could have been saving to begin with if you had only been focusing on yourself. Because now you have to also focus on her. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not ready for that. And if you're not ready for that, why are you even entertaining that? Why even dating? Why even with her? Like, why even wasting time like that? And your energy and your resources, you know? So focus on your own thing until you're ready, bro, until you're in that place. And if you feel like you're in that place, you got everything else settled in, then yeah, go do you, bro. You know what I'm saying? And for those guys that are also dating, you know, a lot of guys like to say like, yo, my woman is a real one, blah, blah, blah. Like, you know what? All I gotta ask you is, has she been with you through thick and thin? Like, when you were nobody and now you're somebody, she been like, she kept that same energy 100% the whole time? Or did she dip when you were struggling and all of a sudden you got everything up and now she's coming back, like, you know, slithering in again? Like, you know what I'm saying, right? Because that's the only way you will know you have a genuine woman out there, right? It's the one who's been supporting you from day one when you had nothing, or when you had everything and you lost it, and at the end she's still stuck 10 toes down without pulling some phony shit, without cheating, going around doing all this crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? So if you guys can answer yes, then yes, you do have a solid one, you do have a proper woman. But 100% of the time, bro, you're gonna have a hard time finding a man who will tell you yes, because we know this, right? Women only like a finished product. They like men who are successful, who are there, everything is going on for them. They just like to move in. They don't like to do that whole building shit and, you know, nah, bro. Most of them just like to come to a fully furnished house. They're just gonna come with them bags, bro. They ain't gonna watch you build floor by floor, layer by layer, wall by wall, roof by roof. They ain't gonna watch you do that, bro. They want to come when the whole house is done. And if it ain't done, guess what? She gonna go next door, because that next house is gonna be done there. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. You can't really do much about it. It's the world we live in. It's how dating is. So you just gotta live with it.
I don't like how it is now, because it's like everybody is dating for something. Nobody's dating genuinely because they want to get to know somebody and build a future with them. It's like, no, do you got money? Can you buy me this? Can you buy me that? And it's just like, can you go make your own money, bum? First of all, so that you can date who you really want to date. Because at the end of the day, you don't waste all that time trying to find somebody to finance you when you could have been financing yourself. Putting that energy into yourself, because that's energy you dishing out trying to get money from other people, and that's what's out here in the world. That's all you hear now.
Yes, and this next one, no one is dating genuinely. You know, it's so true. Unfortunately, it is, again, the world we live in. You know, everyone is dating for their own benefits, right? If we're to discuss about the point you made about dating about money right now, I would actually say women are the ones who are more likely to look at how much money you're pulling in. You know, they're the ones who are to decide whether they want to date you based on how much you're raking in. If you're not bringing enough money, if your lifestyle is not that posh, it's not that good like they want it to be, they ain't gonna be there. That's why they actually filter this out right off the bat. What do you do for work? Oh, da 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 da, or da da, you know what I'm saying? And then they like to see what you drive, what kind of house you have, all this stuff, and so they can figure out if they want to still stick with you or not, because they're always looking for the long term. They're looking how they can benefit from you. So if you're broke, you're a bummy, how's she gonna benefit from that, bro? Matter of fact, she knows she's gonna have to get a job to support both of y'all, right? So they're kind of smart with it, right? But it's also our fault, because we men let them do this type of shit. A lot of men out there who are simps are entertaining this, and then they have like the whole other category of sugar daddy who are always paying for her lifestyle, and they get all spoiled, bro. So they grow up in this type of mindset, because we already know women love that princess treatment, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and yet they still low-key be like peasants. You know, they are peasants, but they want to be treated like princesses. So what can you do? Unfortunately, it is what it is.
Men can compensate bad looks, women can't. When a man is not that good looking, he's super funny, he's super intelligent, he's super successful, he becomes attractive. Especially if he's funny. Like, that's the easiest way to, like, you know, get women. Whereas women don't have a compensatory strategy. You can be nice, you can be kind, but a guy's not going to think, wow, you're gorgeous. He's just going to think you're a nice, kind, I'll marry you because you're great. But he won't convince himself that you're beautiful, and not really. Whereas for women, when you're the funniest guy, you become super handsome. It's like we get this like lens on us. If you're super, you can become super handsome to a woman in her lens. But for a man, if you're unattractive, you're unattractive. Even if you're nice, pretty, kind, caring, they'll still be with you. I'm not saying they won't choose you, but they're not blinded to your looks. They're not going to be like, you're the most beautiful girl in the world. They'll still recognize that you're not that attractive.
Men can compensate bad looks. You know what? She made a good point. For men, you can always compensate bad look, whether it's by getting more successful, more fit and in shape, or getting your fashion on point, or learning how to be more charming and all. Yeah, you can always compensate bad looks. For women, I mean, they can always do it too, because nowadays, if you look at the plastic surgery industry, bro, it's fueling with women. A lot of women now are moving into this, right? Because they can get anything, bro. They don't have an ass, they can buy an ass. They have a big ass nose, they can go get rid of that, bro. They don't have boobs, they can buy silicones, get them put in there. You know what I'm saying? They can modify their body in all different levels, man. They don't have lips, they can put those freaking injection and have those hot dog looking lips, bro. But it is what it is, right? So the only thing that they can't fix is their personality. You can always fix the cosmetics, you can always fix the outer image, but that personality, if it's trash and a man gets a whiff of that, yeah, they ain't gonna want to stick with you. Trust me. Like, yeah, they're gonna still mess with you, but they ain't gonna take you serious. I'm talking about like this entitlement, right? That masculine behavior, that you know what I mean, right? Like the toxic ass behavior that when women are just competing with men, right? Instead of like following men and treating a man as to how he is and letting him lead the whole relationship, they try to have the upper hand. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. When a man kind of discovers you're this type of woman, he's not going to want to mess with you, simply put. All right, also this goes for body counts. Let's talk about body count. Actually, if he finds out the real number, that's it. Not taking you serious, If he finds out how many people you beat around with, trust me, it's all done. So that's why a lot of women nowadays are smart enough to hide it. Because once a man finds that out, it doesn't matter how pretty you are, how much you fix up the cosmetics, the outer shell, trust me, they're not gonna take you the same. Yeah, they'll mess with you, but you ain't getting the ring. No, you ain't gonna get it. No matter how much you're crying for it. Unless, of course, the Sims out there will entertain that, but a regular man won't do this, bro. Trust me.
So are you Drew?
Oh, Sarah from Hinge? Yeah, we should walk. So, tell me a bit more about yourself.
Well, I go to school.
Okay. I do IT and stuff. Don't you think it's getting a little too cold?
I actually really like the cold.
Want to take this to my place?
Oh, I don't know that much about you.
Oh, it's fine.
No,
my bad,
no.
my bad. Should I
I actually think I need to go.
Can I drop you back?
No, I'm actually going this way.
I'm going this way also.
Oh, sorry, the maps were wrong. I'm actually going this way.
Okay.
So this next funny skit, man, like my guy here, I don't understand, bro. He started out fine, bro, and he fumbled this. You know what I mean? And this is how actually men be actually behaving like this, bro. I don't know for what reason. I don't know, but it's like things jump from like the first gear to the fifth gear, like right off. Like it doesn't even go in a sequence order, like 1, 2, 3, 4. No, bro, it just goes from 1 to 5, right? You know what I mean? Like they meet her, they talk, they have a conversation. Next is like, you want to come to my house? You want to do this? It's like, bro, what? And the thing I gotta say, guys, if you guys are getting this type of energy from your woman where, she switches it up a little bit, coming up with excuses, oh, I gotta go, it's a little late, oh, my mom's calling me, all of a sudden, you already know you fumbled it, right? So some of you guys out there, you actually believe them when they give you these excuses like, oh, my mom wants me to go home now, oh, I gotta go, I have a test in the morning. You guys believe that bullshit? No, bro, that means you messed up along the way. So you gotta go retrace, what did you say to her? Did you offend her? What did you do? Because you could have said some weird ass, corny ass shit and you just turned her off. And the thing is, guys, whenever you're going out with women, you're always walking on eggshells. You're always looking for ways to escape this. If it's going too good, it's all of a sudden, wow, he's such a nice guy. Wow, boom, boom, boom. And then their eyes are always searching for one thing, If you mess up, maybe like you're the man of her dreams, you're 6 foot, whatever, everything is perfect. And then you bring her to your house and you're living in your mama's basement or something like that. And it's uncleaned and all this and that. And then boom, she's gone. You know what I'm saying? Or sometimes you have people that have everything, they got the money, the cars, they're good looking, everything, but their personality is just trash as well. Like they can't have a proper conversation. You know what I mean? They just like are so entitled because they know they have this. Now they're like, oh, where are the women? They better come to me, you know? Some dudes will be behaving like this, and in the end, when you see women pulling a fast one on you like this, you already know you messed up, and don't even expect to see her again. So another thing here I gotta say, guys, is, I mean, this is actually more on the women's part. You know, women are kind of like cruel in the form that they don't tell you what you did wrong. They're just always looking for an exit. You know, at least some guys out there, they don't really realize what they did wrong, but if they were told off the bat, I'm sure they would know that for next time so they can work on it, right? It's always good to have your mistakes pointed out for you rather than you to try and find them out, because some people, they can't find their own mistakes. But if you have somebody tells you, oh, you made a mistake here, then you can go and look at that problem and focus on it more, right? So I mean, you always gotta have that type of mindset, that analytical one, and always review, you know, see where you messed up and correct it. So if you're another man that acts like this and is cringe like my man here, you better work on that shit, boy. You better work on it fast.
Wonder why y'all single.
Here's a list of jobs that men should not do, especially grown-ass men, okay? For one, McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's. Matter of fact, any fast food restaurant. If you think that you're a grown-ass man working in a fast food restaurant is okay, something is wrong with you.
So working in a fast food restaurant is not okay. But what if you're the manager? Managers at McDonald's make good money. What if you're a regional manager? You're still working at fast food restaurants. What if you own Chick-fil-A? You have to work there as a franchise owner. So if you work at the Chick-fil-A and you own the Chick-fil-A as a franchise owner, is that not good enough? These women stupid. It get worse. Trust me, it get worse.
Right? Leave those jobs to the teenagers. My nephew can't even get a job right now because there's some grown-ass man in his goddamn 40s flipping my goddamn burger. Okay? Let it go. Leave it alone. That job is not for you. Anything in retail, okay? I don't want to see no grown-ass man handing me a dress, okay? Why are you a grown-ass man working at Ross? That makes absolutely no sense, okay? Target, Marshalls, like, guys, give it up.
What about Neiman's? What about Allen Edmond? What about some of these really high-end places like Gucci, Louis? What about some of these places that are multi-billion-dollar companies that are in retail? You can't work there?
Leave these jobs to the kids. Leave these jobs to the teenagers. These are jobs.
Oh, I forgot. She wants you to sell drugs. She wants you to sell dope. She don't want you to work an honest job. She wants you to sell drugs. Druggos.
You get in high school, in college. But once you're a grown-ass man, you do not need to be working in any fast food restaurant or any retail restaurant. And for you...
And this is where she go to hell. Listen to what this woman said.
High value men that think that it's high value to work for the city. Let me tell you something. You're absolutely wrong. All right. No police officers, no firefighters, no construction workers, no mailmen, no post office. If you consider that a high value man, you're absolutely wrong. Okay. There's nothing high value about making $70,000 a year.
You know how stupid you gotta be? First of all, police officers, it's a spectrum of job identity within the police department, right? If you're an entry-level police officer, maybe you'll be making 70. But if you are a captain, a lieutenant, assistant chief, deputy chief, if you're on the SWAT team, you're in a special assignment, you're making way more than 70,000. And the firefighters, she gotta be the dumbest person in the world. If you're working for a mail company, you're making good money with benefits. Retirement. Anyway, before I get crazy on here, go to the next video.
When she was talking at the beginning, she somewhat made a good point, right? But she ended up fumbling it. And you see, first of all, guys, the fact that you're working is better than not doing anything at all, because you want to be always moving forward. So if you're a bummer in the house and you ain't even had a job in the last 5 years and you're relying on government and all this, you're first of all way off than another guy that's working at McDonald's or all these fast food restaurant, whatever, you know, because at least he's self-sufficient. You ain't. You have to rely on the government to provide for you a life, right? Like, that's ridiculous. But anyways, what I gotta say about these fast food chains is, at the end of the day, it's still a job. As long as it's getting you from point A to B, to paying your bills, you're able to take care of your family, bring food to the table, there's nothing wrong with that. You can continue on, all right? Do not let anybody's opinion make you feel shitty about what you're doing. As long as you're not comfortable, that's all I gotta say. Don't be comfortable in this kind of jobs because you deserve better. Now, especially if you're like a middle-aged man, right? Like in your mid-30s, low 40s, whatever, your type shouldn't even be in this type of jobs in the first place, because you know, people your age now are actually doing proper career jobs, you know. But this is actually better than not working at all, because some guys out there be like middle aged and they're still not working and they're relying on their women to provide for them, you know. So if you're trying to make things move forward, you're trying to make things progress, and this is just a stepping stone for you to get to where you want to be, no problem, continue working, right? Do not let the woman's opinion make you feel shitty about yourself and what you're doing. But it's only when you get comfortable, right? You're not trying to grow, you're not trying to move forward, you know, you're not trying to elevate and take yourself out of this situation, and that's when it's looked down upon, right? Because at the end of the day, also look at it this way: if you go like on a date with a woman, and let's say you're 40 years old, and she asks you, what do you do? And you tell her, I work at McDonald's. It does not matter whether you're the McDonald's manager, you're the McDonald's electrician, you're the McDonald's whatever server. It does not matter, bro, what it is. The word McDonald alone is already looked down upon, right? So we already know this. The people that are working these fast food joints, they're usually considered uneducated, like they didn't finish their education, and it's not really something to brag about. A lot of people that actually be doing these kind of jobs, they don't want to tell people they work this kind of jobs because they're embarrassed in the first place, right? But I gotta also pinpoint, yes, my man here did say, if you're like a manager, you know, supervisor, whatever, in all these jobs, you're kind of making more than the average person. But people out there, like women that you want, they're not gonna understand that you're making more than a regular, you know, $15 an hour dishwasher or burger flipper. They're not gonna understand that. It's just they're gonna categorize you in that same environment, like you're a loser, you know. So as a man, definitely you don't want this to be the end to mean all. You don't want to be stuck in this job for your life, the rest of your life. The way I view it is, it's all right if you're working, you have a side business on the side, you're going to school, whatever. This is just a side job to pay the bills, no problem. Continue on, all right? Now, where she got me wrong here is when she started talking about people that are working government job, firefighter, police officer, all this. Boy, she right in the head, because this is actually a good gig right there. You tell anybody you're a police officer, firefighter, you don't get respect right off the bat, because you're actually dealing with some real shit. You're saving lives. That's something to even brag about, you know, at the end of the day. Because if there's a fire at her house, who's showing up? Is she fighting with her boyfriend right now and she called 911? Who's pulling up? Who's saving lives? Who's putting their lives in the line? Definitely, you know. So high value men, whatever, doing this type of jobs, continue doing them, bro. Don't listen to her bullshit, you know. The problem is women nowadays, they got so used to the fast money. They do this online influencers type shit, this OnlyFans, IG model bullshit, and they're getting money from online, the fast money. And so now they're looking down at people that are working regular jobs. No, don't let them talk down on you like that, you know, because at the end of the day, if your job, whatever you're doing, is able to provide and pay for your life, why not? She ain't gonna pay for it, so why does she have a say in what you do, how you're doing? You know, she doesn't have a say at all, unless she's paying the bills, or she's your mom, she's your parents, because they actually care about your well-being. But if she's just some random chick out there just talking shit, no way, hell no, don't even listen to her, you know. And also about 70K per year, you know, you do realize that a lot of people don't even hit that threshold. If you're making 70K per year, bro, people are always looking at you like you're living above average now. You know, an average person is making 40 to 50K a year. That's how bad it is. But we all know, with the current economy and how the world's going on, 70K is not even enough now, right? Especially if you're living in like metropolitan first world country and all this. Yeah, 70K ain't even enough to provide a proper life. I mean, you can provide an okay life, but it's not good, especially if you have like mortgages and all this other bullshit, right? So at the end though, you shouldn't be listening to her at all, because she's talking some nonsense. She did make a point, you know, if you're doing those low level jobs, you know, you're working cashier, whatever, you're working at a supermarket, you're doing fast food chain, all this and that, yeah, you should definitely leave it for teenagers, because these jobs are known for teenagers. But if you are in a place where you don't have option, that's what you gotta do right now, for now, until you get to your feet, then keep doing it. Why you gotta listen to her? You know, unless she was paying for your life, or unless she somehow has a say in your life, unless she's like, what, a teacher, you're a family member or whatever, then yeah, for sure. But if she's just a random person on the internet trying to criticize you, boy, don't even listen. Don't even think twice about her bullshit. You know, because women out here, bro, they like to talk this much, and I bet you she hasn't even worked a day in her life. You know, she probably has a single baby daddy, or she probably is a single mother relying on her baby daddy to support her life regardless. You know, she's probably living off his money, and she's talking this bullshit. Also, these other jobs, these government jobs, man, the thing she missed out about is they have good benefit packages, bro. You got like your dental, vision, all this type of shit covered, bro. So how can she talk low about these jobs, bro? It's actually hard to get into them. Becoming a police officer definitely ain't easy. A firefighter definitely ain't easy. EMS and all that definitely ain't easy, you know? It takes some grind to get that, bro. I don't know why she talks like it's falling from the sky, like anybody can just become a police officer or firefighter. No, man, it takes some dedication and commitment. So the problem is, like, all these women that are out there, you know, and they're relying on all these online platforms to thrive, and that's how they're making their money, that's how they're paying their bills from, you know, they're employed by OnlyFans or Instagram or whatever. They're a little bit delusional. You know, if you look back at it, 10, 20 years ago, everybody used to do regular jobs. Nobody used to bash another because of what they're doing, you know. Even the women, bro, they used to be actually getting out of the house and going to work proper jobs. And then you look nowadays, you know, OnlyFans came around. All they need is a cell phone and great lighting in their house, and they can be taking pictures and uploading their nudes, sex tapes, whatever, and that's how they're making their money and paying for their house and all their bills and mortgages and all that bullshit, you know. So now all of a sudden they have something to say, because now they're viewing themselves like they're better than you because they're getting that fast money, which is ridiculous. So somebody like this, you shouldn't even be taking advice from in the first place. If you're a man with honor, dignity, and you're still doing a low-end job, it's way better than somebody who's sacrificed their dignity, their pride, their self-respect for the sake of money. You know, don't let money change you. That's what I'm trying to say regardless. So anyways, guys, that's the video. Click the like button, subscribe, and comment down what you all thought about this. Already know what it is. Your boy PAPI signing out. See you next time.